All right. Let's just hop into it. There we go. All right, so we are continuing our Final Fantasy marathon right here, and again, this is the PSP version of the game. At the moment, I'm continuing my grind session right now. Using the. I just want to attack with him. I want to do fire with him, and I just want to attack. But yeah. We are grinding for Gil in order to buy everything in the store. That is our usual requirement to stop the grind. Is until we just get everything in the store. It doesn't really matter what our level is. Again, this is just only to get like money at the moment. And then we're gonna fight some pirate dudes soon. So this is another grind sesh. So if you want to stay and look, you can, but there's not gonna be much of anything happening. See right here. Yep. Thankfully, I still have the memory cursor on, which allows that cursor to remember where it was at beforehand. It makes grinding just way faster and easier. Right now, we're just facing a bunch of wolves. Got to make sure that our health is pretty good. Sadly, Cynthia right here, kind of died last session. And because of that, she is a bit under-leveled. Which kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do? I wasn't gonna reset because I didn't save, and I would have been put back a lot, so it's not too bad. I just gotta pay more attention to the health. I'm just gonna speed this up a bit. I could have sworn there was like a speed up feature for the first game, but I'm thinking of maybe the remake, the fourth game. At least that's what I'm thinking. They have this new speed up feature where it just allows you to speed up the grind. I can also do this with this emulator, but I want to use whatever the game itself has available rather than using the emulator for anything else. I'm just using the emulator to play this game and record. And just to let everyone know, I am using an emulator called PSP in order to record this. But I'm not using any of the features that it has. So it looks like we leveled up. Let's see how much money we actually have right now. We have 316 gil. I think the spells are very expensive though. So, if you ever played like any other version of Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 1 has like a lot of different versions that you can play. The one I recommend you play is if you do have a computer or a phone, you can download the emulator that I actually am using for this, which is PPSSPP. It's completely free, but you can donate money to help support it if you want. It's a very good emulator for PSP games, but I recommend you getting that and getting yourself a ROM of Final Fantasy 1 on PSP, or get yourself an official copy if you have a PSP yourself. It is quite expensive from what I've been seeing offhand. It ranges from like around $60 to like $90 in pretty good condition. I do have a PSP and I do have this game, but there's no way to really for me to really record it. So, yeah. There. But there are other versions that you can also play. You can play the original version on the NES, Famicom. It's actually a still pretty good version of the game. It's not unplayable, and it's actually one of the more playable RPGs on the system. Relatively not really hard compared to like Shin Megami Tensei or other RPGs on the NES. Even Dragon Warrior is harder than this. Final Fantasy is a pretty user-friendly type of RPG. I better heal because again I'm not paying attention. Let's use Thunder and let's use Cure. Let's hope that they don't attack my Legion. Nice. Alright, he's good, he's good. Ouch. So again, with your magician right there, your black mage, you kind of want to make sure that you see its health because it is the most fragile out of your entire cast. It has very weak defenses, even compared to the white mage. The white mage thankfully has more health to back up with that low defense, but the black mage doesn't have that benefit. And trust me, you will be needing your black mages when you start getting crowds of enemies that you need to eliminate all at once. Something that's going to be very, very useful later on in the game. Let's just keep using them. For Final Fantasy II, I'm going to be playing also the PSP version when I get to that game, right after this game. I've also decided that I'm going to be switching these marathon type games after a certain point. So on Wednesday, tomorrow, I'll be playing Sonic the Hedgehog 1 with Tails, a full playthrough, and I'll be going through with Tails, Knuckles, and then Amy. But after that, I will be deciding on switching Sonic the Hedgehog with another platformer series. I don't know which yet, but I'm thinking about it. Just so that I'm just not constantly just streaming Sonic the Hedgehog. And I will come back to it later on. I'm thinking of actually doing all the classic era stuff first. Really, because I think it'd just be a smarter thing to do. Probably go through Sonic 1, Sonic CD, Sonic 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but also the Game Gear games. Maybe leave the Game Gear games later. I have to think about it. But I am thinking that's just way smarter to just do the classic era games. That's just what, again, like 4 games, 5, 6 games. Yeah, we're gonna do like 6 games. And then after we do the classic era Sonic games, next time I'm gonna probably do the Game Gear Sonic games, if I ever come back to Sonic. And then I'm probably going to play. Again, I'm really just thinking about like what game should I switch out Sonic with. I'm either thinking maybe Shantae or maybe Mario. Think about doing the original Mario Brothers. Mainly on my favorite version of the Mario Brothers games, which is the All Stars remake of those games. Think about doing that. or probably do a 3D one. Who knows? Uh, I'll keep I'll keep it updated once we start getting to the end of that. At the end of my Sonic Classic Marathon. Again, like whenever I am playing these Sonic games, I am doing 100% 100% playthroughs, at least attempting to 100%. I don't really want to keep any promises, but that is my goal. Same thing with this game. For Final Fantasy, to be specific, Final Fantasy, I'm going to be doing the NES trilogy, as I like to call it. Check from there. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the NES trilogy, which is Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3. And then probably taking a break from this RPG and going into maybe a random RPG. Another random RPG. It depends on my mood. Maybe I still will continue Final Fantasy if I really feel like it. It is a series that I want to like complete all the games and have 100% save files for. So that might be a factor on whether I do it or not. It is one of the reasons why I'm trying to stream all these games. But I do also want to kind of show off like other games though. And who knows? Like I'm also wanting to like stream Ratchet and Clank. I do have all those games. But I think that maybe Pokemon, I'll switch it out. It'll just depend whenever I actually switch it out or not. Who knows? I'll think about it throughout the times I'm streaming and stuff. Let me see here. I'm gonna check how much money we have after this battle. Nice. Nice. Alright, we leveled up as well. Let's just go check how much money do we have? About 1,000 gil. Let's see what we can buy. Get away from me. I hate this guy. Come on, move. Gonna go rest right here and spend some money. So, not tomorrow. I thought Sonic the Hedgehog was tomorrow, but now that I think about it, it's Monday and not Tuesday. Wednesdays I stream Sonic the Hedgehog. Tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming. It's a Super NES game that's based off of Mike Hager's origins in Final Fight. But after that, I am gonna be playing Final Fight afterwards. Going through the Street Fighter universe. This is where we can get our Black Mage. Should we do Black Mage or White Mage first? Let's do Black Mage. See what we got. We got Blizzard, which is what we're gonna need. I don't really use any of these, but I do want to buy them anyways. Let's just get Blizzard for him. And then for him as well. What does Dark do? Blind all foes, raise attack. Ooh, this one's good. This one's good. Let's check up the White Mage before I make the purchase, because I don't want to... The White Mage is on top of here. Yeah. Alright, we need Invis because it raises one ally's evasion, which is pretty good. We want to give that to her. And we want to give that... Oh, do we not have any more money? Nope. Alright. So we're gonna need to grind a little bit more just to get the rest of those spells. Again, she's pretty expensive right now. Once we go into the Elven Kingdom, we'll be able to slay some ogres in order to gain more money and be able to purchase much more items faster. Alright, we should be much more bulkier now. Let's see. Okay. What do we have in magic here? Oh, we can use the blizzard at least. Let's use up the blizzard. No. So again, for these grinding sessions, just like what I did with the last part, I will be silent for it. This will be mostly background and just me recording my grind. I will not be talking for these grind sessions most of the time unless something interesting happens. Let's see here. There's a blizzard, and then just... And yeah, once we're done grinding, I'll come back and commentate more on what we're gonna do afterwards. Which is gonna be actually fighting the pirate boss with his pirate minions and getting our shit. Alright. Alright. So we're done grinding right now. One more fight, one more fight. I think I can survive it. Come on. So I think we have enough money to get everything. So we can finally fight those pirates and get our ship. So just to talk about the classes themselves, for the time being, I think personally my favorite class is the Red Mage. I don't know, I just like the Jack of all trades and master of none because I feel like that kind of describes me, where like I'm not good at anything, but I can somewhat do anything. At least that's how I see myself as. One thing that I kinda am disappointed, I don't think you can't do this right here. Let me see. Nope. 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 Yeah, you can't, technically just run away. You just do that. I don't know. Flee. Flee. There. We're gonna go heal, and then we're gonna go buy our items. But yeah, I think my favorite class, personally, is like the Red Mage, and then probably it would go to the White Mage, because in high school I used to play D&D, and I would be the healer of our group. And that just brings back fond memories. What else? And then it would be, I would say, the Black Mage, just because it has cool spells, and visually it's awesome. Later on, my favorite class is not here, but later on it would be a class called the Summoner, and that is to me the best class in the entire series, just because I like all of the summons and all that stuff. I just think that the Summoner is cool. Let's see, right here we got 100. So let's get that spell that I wanted right here. I forget what it's called. Temper, yeah. It raises one ally's attack, so that it's pretty much a stat buff. I always love stat buff moves. That give me just more attack. So things like Temper or Berserk are very useful magic tools that I suggest you buy if you come across them. So let's just get Temper. Let's just get Temper for you. Let's actually go give the Red Mage that white spell. Right up there. We want to give him Invis. For the White Mage, no shock reduces lightning damage by half from casting spells. I want to give her Silence, because that's a useful spell. Prevents all foes from casting spells. It rarely works, and we're most likely gonna be using level 2 Invis rather than anything else right here, really. Maybe Blinda. It cures darkness. I suggest. Oh wait, did I already run out? I did. So we're gonna have to go back and grind a little bit more. Because I want that Blinda spell. I think I can just fight the pirates right now at least. Let's go fight the pirates. We should be really good. You always want to save before the boss fight. Come on, there you go. Let's see the pirates. We're gonna save right here, and yes, we want to save. There you are. Go back right here, go back right here, and then we're gonna talk to this pirate dude, and we're gonna fight him. Grr! Got cannonballs of steel to be taking one of the great pirate fight. Keyhaul them, boys! Aye, aye, Captain! We'll make their bones go crunch! Alright, so what we're gonna do is that we're just gonna attack. As you can tell, there are 9 enemies that we have to defeat. It's pretty much a full grid. I think this is the most amount of enemies the screen can have. What I like to do is that these guys are weak to thunder. So you want to use thunder on them. To actually use temper on our red mage. And we're gonna use invis on our white mage. So we're just gonna do the same thing. Thunder. Let's use. Do we need? No, we don't. We should use thunder on them, and we're gonna use protect on Rosen. I always like to give like all of the buffs to my white mage just to make sure that she is alive and well, so that when I am in trouble, she is able to come in for the heals. Like right now with the black mage, I need to go heal him. So let's do thunder, and then for magic, thunder again, and for her, she's well protected. I can use blink on her, but not really. I don't really want to do that. Let's use the cure spell on Sin, because it looks like Sin really needs it. There we are. It looks like Synth is going to be pretty good, and it looks like we're going to win this battle. Let's just do all attack. There. That was it. Again, we didn't really need any of those spells necessarily, but I want to do it for completion's sake. I don't like any gaps in our spells, so I'd be most sorry, young masters. I'll be making no more fuss, I swear. I want you to take me ship for ye troubles. Can ye find in your heart to forgive an old pirate? And now he gives us the ship. Now we can explore the sea. Nice. Alright, he's just gonna stay there. Everyone's gonna congratulate you if you talk to them. She talks about the elves in the south. If you ever get lost, I really do suggest just talking to the townspeople. They'll generally tell you where to go. One of the best things the original Final Fantasy did was add useful dialogue, which was a struggle for a lot of old RPGs back then. This game will clear cut tell you like where to really go and guide you with again just talking to the townsfolk. So I suggest talking to everyone that you can. Did we buy all the armor that we need? I don't even remember. Did we buy this? Did we equip this? Did we equip any of this? Wait. I don't think we did. Optimal. No, we didn't. What the hell? Alright. How much money do we have? About 114. Let's go heal ourselves real quick. So one thing that you're gonna have to get used to if you are planning on playing this franchise is that every game kind of just switches up the gameplay, and no two Final Fantasies are the same in terms of mechanics and in terms of how it's really structured. If you look at Final Fantasy 1 compared to Final Fantasy 16, two very totally different games. One's more of an action hack and slash RPG, while this one's more of a traditional turn-based RPG. And even then, I think the first three games are true turn-based RPGs. Later on, they would do the ATB system, uh, which would be active time battles, which I prefer for myself. But this is more laid back and comfortable for those who are into like games like Pokemon or anything that just has to do with just taking turns. Now we're gonna go to check on our ship right now. Just go outside. And there's our ship. You can go around, and now we can battle the fish creatures, which you can encounter throughout going onto the sea. What else? We are still here to get all of the rest of the spells that we couldn't get before. So I'm gonna be grinding again until we get 1,000 gil, and I'll be back when we get to that point. Alrighty then, I think the 2 ogres might actually do it for the money that we need. Which is actually pretty lucky. We're gonna get like, oh my god, so much skill. Yep, we're back to 1,000. We should be good. Let's go up here and let's go heal. Talk to the nice lady. Alright. Alright, now we're gonna actually go down over here and then we're gonna go take our ship to... Wait, not yet. Gotta buy our stuff. Let's go buy our stuff. So first we're gonna go to the white mate store, and then we're gonna buy... What do we got? We got Viz, and we got Silence, and we need Blind. Alright, cool. And now we're gonna go to the Black Mage and get his final spell. Still kind of deciding on what I want for him. We already got Temper and Blizzard. Door or Snow. These two are just not the greatest moves, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go for Slow. Because status elements and inflictions are the types of spells that I don't really like to buy. Alright, I think everyone's pretty good. Now we're gonna go take ourselves to the Elven Kingdom. Ah, fuck. Oh no, don't. Please, thank you. Alright, now we're gonna take our ship. And we're gonna go all the way south. Doing every battle along the way. Because I just like doing all the battles that I can. That as well. So when you're in the sea, you're going to be fighting more fish type or fish type monsters or pirates or any like sea type kind of characters. What you always want to use is that whenever you do encounter a sea type creature is that you want to use lightning. Which is the weakness of these water type creatures. Let's use thunder, and then that's it. It will do massive damage if you do it. Yeah. It's not much of a... It's a very short trip down. The game doesn't really give you any other options really, much to go anywhere else. Other than the Elven Town down over here. If you go up on north, you can actually go back to Corneria, but I'm actually gonna show that right now. Just go up here north. Let's go fight these. There you go. And once you reach top, you should be back at Corneria where we first started the game. Very convenient port on the bottom. So let's get rid of these guys. These are the Sahagin. The Sahagin are just fish creatures that live inside the ocean. They're pretty much the fodder of the sea. So you'll be encountering them multiple times. You see there's a port right here, and I talked about this earlier, but if you ever see these are places where you can land your ship. You can't land your ship anywhere else. In future Final Fantasy games, you will be able to, but not here. You have to use these ports in order to actually land your ship. And yeah, we're back to the original place right here. If you ever want to come back here, we will be back here later on. So it's just a very useful shortcut place that we can go back to instead of going back all the way to the land. We can easily just kill these guys right here. Now we're gonna go back south, going to the Alban Kingdom. So there should be a port right over here. And one big warning is that you will be encountering ogres right here. Ogres are plentiful in this forest right here. Let's see if we get one right now. Nope, it's spiders. Now the problem with spiders is that they inflict a status ailment called poison, and poison can be very annoying because it does the whole every time you take a step you take damage. And if you're very far away from like a town and you get poisoned, it will slowly kill you and you will lose a party member. So just make sure that when you are facing these things that you are either well prepared with cures, antidotes, or are next to a town of some sort where you can heal. Just the attack, it's just Tarantula, I think you just take it out. Yeah, there you go. Thankfully there is a town right here. This is going to be Elven Kingdom. Once we go in, we're going to be able to meet some elves, and right now they're going through some troubles with their king. This is Alfheim. As you can tell, these guys look like, if you ever played Legend of Zelda, they look like the Kokiri people of the forest. I just don't know what we can do. Please help our prince. So their prince is right now petrified at the moment through a sleep spell. So right now they can't really do anything about it because they don't know the cure. And they're just trying to do anything they can to help their prince. But since they can't do anything, we're gonna actually help them so that we can obtain something that the prince will give us that will be helpful later on. So what we are gonna learn right here is that there was this character called Astos. He was apparently a dark wizard that decided to put a prince into an eternal slumber. And we are actually gonna go face the dark elf. Yeah, it is a dark elf. The dark elf Astos. And we are actually going to one of the more hardest sections of the game, which is the Marsh Cave, which you're gonna really be needing to prepare for, because if you go in there unprepared, it's gonna be a big wall for you to go over, and it is a very tough area. So I suggest you actually prepare yourself with at least level 3 spells, I would say, because you are gonna at least need fire 3. Let's see. We got about 772 gil. We're actually gonna heal at the end right here. The inn is going to be a little bit more expensive as usual. Last time it went from 30 and then it went to 50 and now it's 100 gil. Alrighty. So we are gonna see the sword selection. As usual, I like to get the sword stuff and then get any shield stuff, and then I go for the magics later on. Let's buy what can we buy here? We can buy the saber. The saber sucks though. We can buy the dagger, which does better damage, but I believe that if we actually look at our black mage right here, and then we look at the equipment, the staff, it's just a wooden staff. See if we buy the dagger. and just buy the dagger. And then if we actually look at the dagger itself, um, it's just way better. Never mind. Usually the staffs will have like higher, is it just higher intelligence maybe? Don't remember. We're just gonna switch the dagger anyways. It's just much more powerful, more accurate. Seems like a better option. So yeah. From the most part, I'm gonna be manually equipping all of my armor pieces and weaponry because I prefer to actually see like what it actually gains and what it doesn't gain. Sometimes it may be something that you won't like if you use the optimal route, because it is only choosing what gives you the higher numbers overall without really like you choosing like if it gives better accuracy or better attack. This is our church right here. What does this guy have to say? Oh, this guy's a sage. The sages are a bunch of prophecy foretellers. In the future, they will be classed into themselves. That's going to be actually one of the best classes in the franchise, which is a pretty much an overall magic user that can use all magics and summons. A very broken one. I think it's only in like Final Fantasy 3 and Final Fantasy 5. But we might see them in the future later on. Let's see. Oh, we can get the iron armor. It's already equal. Alright. We get 2 of these. But they're like 800 gil. Alright, well. We're gonna buy 1 of these. And we're gonna buy 3 of these. And then we're gonna buy 1 of these. And then we're actually gonna grind for those 2 copper armlets, which are gonna be very useful later on, or at least protecting our mages, because our mages are gonna need all of the defense benefits that they can get. I believe this one is the early spells, right? Yeah, it costs about 1,000 gil each. Pretty expensive. But not as expensive as the level 4 spells that they also sell here. We are going to need that Fire 3 spell to defeat the one of the 4 fiends. Just talk about what we're actually doing story-wise right now is that we're just exploring at the moment. So we don't really know what is really happening. All we know is that we have like these 4 crystals that we're holding, as you can see on the bottom right there on top of the Alfheim name. And each of those 4 represents one of the 4 crystals of light. If you what that really means though is that each crystal is held by a boss fight, and these boss fights are in the form of the 4 fiends. One represents earth, one represents fire, one represents wind, and I think the other one represents water. So yeah. And the first one, we won't be getting to until way later. Right now, our objective is actually, is to, again, right now help out the elves here with their slumbering prince, and we need to find a cure for him so that we can wake him up. And with that, we will actually they'll actually gift us with the crystal eye of Matoya, which is the reason why Matoya is right now blind. So yeah, that is the plan. So no, we're not gonna buy any items. You know what? We might actually buy some antidotes. We need to buy some antidotes and some gold needle. buy the most amount we can get. Okay. And if we go really deep into the Elven Forest, we'll be able to see these two shops that sell level 4 magics. Level 4 magics are pretty expensive, as you can see, about 2,500. But ones that we will be needing, we're not gonna get every single one until later. But ones that I do want to save up for are Poisana, because it cures poison. Anything that does curing, you want to just buy, so that you don't have to like keep buying antidotes and sleep antidote and all that stuff. So yeah, we want to buy Poisana, and if we go over here to the black spells, we want to get haste. We want to get haste and Blizzara. These are really good spells. Blizzara being a second form of Blizzard, just much more powerful. And haste allows you to it doubles the number of attacks, which is makes up for a lot of damage. Anywhere you can just leave the Alban Kingdom right here. We're actually gonna go inside the Alban Kingdom itself, the Alban Castle. Masto's curse has put our prince into a deep sleep from which he cannot awake. Please, will you not attempt to aid our slumbering prince? So let's just check around. This is where the prince is slumbering right now. We're actually gonna go around over here, and let's see here, and go down here, and then we are actually going to tread carefully. We don't want to go out of bounds. Go right over here, right over here. If you do go out of bounds, you will exit the castle and you'll have to do that all over again. And then we get to the secret little area right here, and it'll tell you that you need a mystic key. We will be getting that mystic key later. So yeah, once we get the mystic key, we'll come back here and we're gonna open this place right here. Are we healed? Yeah, we are healed. And now we gotta make ourselves all the way to the... We're gonna save up for the Poisana, actually. I really do want that spell. What is the white spells over here? Oh, I love these things. Okay, so fun fact about these tombstones right here is that in the original NES game, if you ever got to this point, you can actually see a text box for each of these graves. You see a gravestone, you see a gravestone. But this one is special because this tombstone right here actually came with a name that you can actually read. In the original NES game, it was labeled as "Here Lies Link," in reference to that Link from The Legend of Zelda. So it was just a nice little jab at the franchise. Not really I don't want to say a jab, but like a little nice callback to that. But now that it wasn't Link, it was Edric. Yeah, it was Edric. Sorry. So in the original NES game, it would say like here lies Edric, which was Square Enix big competitor, which was Enix at the time. So it was Square versus Enix, with their big franchise being Dragon Quest, while Square's was Final Fantasy 1. And for a little haha, they would name one of the gravestones in the Elven Kingdom. Here lies Edric, and in this game, and in any of the future ports of Final Fantasy 1, They would replace the name because Square and Enix would both combine together to become one company, and they decided to instead of putting Edric's name into the tombstone, they now put "Here Lies Link," which is again a reference to that Link from Legend of Zelda. It's a nice, funny call to the character, and it's one of my favorite things about Final Fantasy One. See right here, we want Cura, definitely. And we want Heal. This heals the entire party instead of just healing one character. And Nyara, which deals a lot of damage to undead foes, which we're going to be facing a lot right now that we are at this part of the game. So right now we're actually going to be grinding again to get that spell, is there the soft spell? I didn't see the soft spell. Or am I just imagining? Is it in the future? We could check this door one more time. If there is no soft spell, we're actually gonna have to grind for some soft cures, because we are gonna be turning into stone a couple times if we're very unlucky, and I want to make sure I'm prepared for that. Gonna go right over here. We're gonna check her. Nope. Alright. So we are gonna actually be buying a bunch of the soft cures. They do cost quite a bit. See right here. Yeah, we need the gold needle. Gold needle costs like 500 gil though. It's pretty expensive. Alright. So let's just go start that grind. We're gonna go on top of right here, and then we're gonna be in the woods for a good while. Alright, when you're gonna meet these cobras, they can also poison, so make sure that you are prepared if you are poisoned. You are next to a town with an inn, and every time you heal yourself in the inn, it also heals all status elements, so you don't have to waste an antidote. So I'm just gonna be fighting unless we see ogres, and then I'll use the blizzard spell on them. So alright, I'm gonna turn myself off again for this grind. It's gonna be a while. And yeah. Okay, guys, so right now I'm actually going to be taking a break. I'm going to go out and try to find something to eat. And then I'll be back for more Final Fantasy 1 on the PSP. So yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to the grind right now. Again, we are just going for getting a bunch of gills so we can get 2 spells. Fire 3 for our black mage, and Poisana for our white mage. So yeah. They're very expensive spells, but we'll get to it. We're gonna stop at around 5,000 gil. I think that's what we need. And until we get to that, it'll just be grinding for most of this video right now. Alright. Hold up. What's wrong? Let's move you. There we are. I do not know why you were over there, but we fixed it. It's just it's locked. Lock it. Alright. Some magic, some blizzard. Nope. Not what I want to do. Alright, so I'm gonna stay silent for most of this. So yeah. So one thing I want to correct myself on is that I thought that status elements were cured by going to the inn. It doesn't look like it does. So that if you are poisoned, you are going to have to use an antidote or use the spell Poisana if you do have it. So yeah. I don't remember if... I think future games fixed that. At least I think. So yeah. Just make sure that you know that to either stock up on antidotes. Just to make sure that you can cure your poison away, or you get that poison spell. It does cost 2,500 gil. Pretty expensive, but it's well worth it just to save on money. So that whenever you do heal your entire party, you can use the Poisana spell to heal your status elements and all that stuff. So yeah. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to stop the stream early. Next time we'll be continuing the grind. Just to get our 2 spells that we need before we start adventuring to the Marsh Cave. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good night. Tomorrow we'll be streaming another Street Fighter Universe type game. So yeah. Alright. Toodles.